Okay. Did you go swimming?
No, not today.
Okay. Why?
We woke up late.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so today is your weekend. So that's why
Yeah.
you...
Yeah. Let me say so.
Oh, yeah. Good. Um, um, how's the weather?
How's the weather? It's cloudy right now, but sometimes it's sunny. I don't know why.
Okay. It's not cloudy today in my area, and in the morning it is so sunny.
Okay.
And I hate summer because it's so hot. Just my favorite seasons as how to say winter and autumn.
Okay.
Because the weather is so cold, and you know we have a lot of festivals to celebrate. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Homework.
Here. Wait. Where is it? Wait. Not this. No. Where is it? Oh, here's it. Okay. Rewrite the sentences.
Oh yeah.
Number 1, I love the city. We grew up in that city. I'll write it in there. I love the city where we grew up.
Oh yeah. Good. Can I say I love the city which I grew up in?
Which? Wait.
In which?
Which is which is used for object, but city is a place. Huh? Oh. The city is a place, but which is used for object, like for things and anything.
It's okay. It's okay to say in which I grew up or we grew up.
Okay, but
Okay, too.
Number 2, the hotel wasn't very clean. We stayed at the hotel. The hotel where we stayed wasn't very clean.
Oh yeah.
And number 3, that is the house. I have lived in this house for 2 years. That is the house where I have lived for 2 years.
Okay. Can I say that is the house in which I have lived for 2 years? Like that?
You would say so, but
But what?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what to use. At which or in which.
We can use in which. You know the preposition in.
Yes.
There's a preposition in the sentence, so we can use in which. It's okay.
Yeah, we still can use that.
Yeah, it depends on the purposes we want to write the sentences.
Okay.
Okay, now let's start our. Okay, so today we review clause.
False.
Can you guess what are the kids in the picture playing?
They're playing like. How can I say this? Yes. It looks like. I'm not sure what are they doing.
They are
Kids?
they are trying to throw the flying planes.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Now let's review what is the relative clause. Okay. The relative clause, we use the relative clause to mention about the information that we want to focus on. Okay. We need some explanation. So we use the relative clause.
Okay.
Good. When there are two sentences, and then we can combine these two sentences without repeating any information, so we can use the relative clause.
Okay.
Okay. For example, Nam is smart. Nam is a 8th grade student. So we don't want to repeat Nam a lot.
Yes.
No, combine these two sentences into the sentence. Nam is a grade 8 student, very smart. Okay, and you need to remember that only underlined parts are the relative clause, not the whole sentences.
Okay.
Right. Classifying, the defining and non-defining. Can you please tell me what is defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause?
Okay. Just tell about that. Just defining. Can you say your sentence again?
Okay,
Yes.
can you please tell me how do you understand the defining and non-defining relative clause?
Okay, defining relative clause. The sentences are meaningless without relative clause. If you put the relative clause away, it won't have its meaningless. And non-defining, the sentences are meaningless without relative clause. That means the sentence is still meaningful even without relative clause.
Okay.
That's how I understand.
Good. Okay. As you can see on the screen, the definition. So it tells us about the defining and non-defining clauses. Okay, defining
Okay.
clause. Okay, which is meaningless and non, which oh,
They.
the defining, which are meaningful. Okay, the defining clause, which are very meaningful, and we need the defining clause in the sentence, and non-defining clause, which is very meaningless, and we don't need it in the sentence. Okay,
Okay.
right? For now, who, which, that, whose, who, whom, which, that, whose, they are relative pronouns.
Okay.
What are some roles the relative pronouns? We use the relative pronouns to combine two clauses, and we also use the combining relative clause to act as the subject and object of the verb.
Okay.
As you can see, when we use who, whom, who, so we use these pronouns for people, which for things or objects, and that for both people and objects.
Okay. Here.
Object and here, the possessive. Okay, now tell me, how do you understand the relative pronoun whose?
Relative pronouns whose, and just explain it.
Yes.
Okay. Whose is replaced for possessive adjectives like his, her, your,
Okay.
um, like that.
Okay. Good.
And anything else?
The possessive pronouns. Okay. Good. Here is an example. We use which for animals or things. This is my book, which I bought 2 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
It's the thing here, so that's why we use which.
Yes.
We use for both people and things. For example, the students that took the test did very well. The test that the student took wasn't easy. We use that for both people and objects.
Okay.
And the relative pronouns stand right after the words or phrases that we replace. This is a rule, and we need to follow.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let me show you how to do for this exercise. We are going to fill in the space with the proper relative. For example, number one, let me do it for you. She is talking about the author. Book is one bestsellers this year. I don't know. I don't want to stand the whole sentence, but I see that the author the space, and then book, the noun here. And that's why I put the relative pronoun whose there. Because whose stand right before the noun. Okay, and whose, we use whose to replace the possessive pronouns for people, right?
Okay.
Right. Now, 2 to 7, it's time for you to think of your answers. You can write your answers on the screen, and then we are going to check together.
Okay.
Okay. Do you need my help for any sentences?
I'll try to do it first.
Okay.
And I'll ask you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm here for you to ask.
How do you understand about sentence number 5? How do you understand that?
Oh, so
Sentence number
you are hesitating.
I don't know. I've read it all again, and I don't know.
Okay. You're not sure with your answers.
Number 5. Just number 5. Not sure.
Okay. Okay. This cat, as you can see the subject, this cat, and the blank. Okay. And the sister, the noun.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you feel? We don't need to understand the whole sentence. We just, how to say, think of the grammatical structure.
Okay.
The
The
verb and
cat.
subject agreements here.
Okay, I think the cat is not a person, right? The cat is an animal, and I think if I fail, which
Mm-hmm.
if I is that okay? Okay.
Let me tell you, sometimes we can use whose for the thing.
Okay, I think about whose, but
Yeah. So that's why number 5, whose is the answer.
okay, but I'll check it later.
You can Google, you can ask your teacher.
I'll Google it.
Hmm.
It will be. Uh, Never mind. And um, okay.
Finished?
I think so.
Okay, now check it. Um, 2, he bought all the books which are needed for the next exam. Good. The old building which is in front of my house fell down. Oh, this is wine. Oh, my mother saw yesterday. Good. This cat who doesn't like the ugly shirts which are very old. Okay, Mr. Huang, who is living behind my house, is a cook. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. All right. Now, in this section, we are going to make the sentences using the relative clause.
Okay.
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 Finish?
Yes.
Right. Number 5. The soup which I had for lunch was so delicious. Okay, you can use that. Okay, number 4. I come from a city. Oh, you say the city where I come from is located by the sea. It's okay.
Yeah, but I also can say that I come from a city. How can I say that?
You still hesitate.
I come from a city which is located by the sea. I still can say that.
Yes. Just say it frankly because you know,
Yeah.
you are sure for what you have learned. So just say it frankly. Now, number 3, I sent my parents some postcards which were not so expensive. The postcards that I sent my parents were not so expensive. Okay. It's okay. Okay. 2. Do you know the man he's coming towards us? Do you know the man who is coming towards us? Good. The house has built in the forest. It doesn't have blah. Okay. The house which doesn't have has been built. Oh, we're with number 1.
Anything?
Okay, now let me show you.
Oh my God.
Okay, number 1, 2. Number 2 is correct. Number 3, I sent my parents some podcasts, which are not expensive. Okay. Sentence, also excellent. Number 4, I come from a city which is located by the sea. Good. And the soup that I had for lunch was so delicious. Okay, which I had for lunch was so delicious. But number 1, you need to think of your answer again.
Okay.
What are you eating?
What?
What are you eating?
No, I did. Have I eaten? Have I eaten? What do you mean? I can't hear.
Forget it. Now, we have sentences from number 1 to 5. They have some mistakes. Now we are asked to correct the mistakes in the sentences from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's think of your answer.
Just think, just
Mhm.
think of my answer and just say
and
that.
and write your correct answer on the spot.
Okay. Okay.
You done?
Not yet. I am thinking about number 3.
Oh,
Just don't know why. Uh, um, no. Wait. Okay. Um,
okay. Number one, show you. I'm gonna show you the correct, the best answer. Number one, the film which I watched yesterday was interesting. Okay, or you can say that. It's okay.
okay.
It's all right to say that. All right.
Okay.
Two,
Yeah.
I like that dress, which is really beautiful. Good job. Number three, the only house who is painted last week was wines. Okay, so your answer is the only house which is painted last week was wines. Okay. Show
Okay. And
and the correct answer here. Let me show you. The only house which was painted last week was wine.
that's what I'm thinking. I
Mm.
want to, but I'm not sure why is wrong. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I say that I'm thinking about number 3. That's what
Mm.
I'm. Why we use is, and the verb behind is used in past past tense.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Or we can say in another word, the only house to be painted last week was wines, but you haven't learned that kind of knowledge. So you can say which was painted.
yeah, okay.
Okay, now 4. Do you get on with the person who lives behind? Good job. A dictionary is a book which gives her the meaning of the words. Good job. Number 3. Only number 3 that you need correction.
I will correct it after I need to. Oh my god, what? I can use the eraser, but oh.
Good job.
So
The bonus exercise for you to do it at home.
okay.
Okay, and that's enough for today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you learned something new today. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.